Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey,
Paige
Rashad.
Beckers. Indiana Fever's home attendance in 2023 was 4,000 fans a game. It surged up to 17,000 fans a game, largely due to the impact of drafting Caitlin Clark. Did people get upset with Tiger Woods or the Williams sisters because they were black in a white people's game and the fans didn't know the history of the players in their sport? Yes. Look. Hey, look. Shanks, I'm not that old, bro. I'm 30. So it's like I'm like 4 or 3 years old in 99, 98. You know what I'm saying? When both of those players, well, 3 of those athletes kind of went up in their sports. But I saw in real time, I remember a lot of them like receiving a heavy amount of criticism, just being black athletes in predominantly white sports. Like fans and the media, like, oh, they think they're this, they think they're this. He said, horses. I'm 60. I watched all of it. I'm telling you, Shanks. I seen it, bro. I seen it, dog. He's saying horses. I seen it, bro. But folks was on the Williams sisters' heads for having the beads and the braids, for doing the dance. Who's these black girls from Compton? I've seen people call Tiger Woods all slurs. I've seen people talk about the fans who only follow golf to follow Tiger Woods. I seen it all, bro. And he's still saying it. I was there, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm young. Like I said, I'm 3-4 years old when they first kind of popped up on the scene. But like I remember 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. Yeah, for sure. Which other WNBA teams draw big attendance? Like I was saying earlier, Golden State and New York. New York plays in the Barclays, and they have a pretty good thing with Barclays and stuff like that. And then Golden State is done well too. Hold on, what did Nate say? If Paige doesn't get hurt, it's a different story. There you have it. Ken Griffey Jr. refused to play for the Yankees for what his father experienced when he played for them. The Aces, don't forget about them. Oh yeah, the Aces, but the Aces, they play in a smaller arena usually in Vegas. Like they play in the hotel. And then for the big games, they'll move into the big arena. They travel well, though, because Asia just has a big fan base. The Mystics can draw a crowd. The Mystics games be empty, though, a lot of the games. Like the big games. I mean, if it's not a big game, their games can be a bit empty. But do the Mystics play all the games? And they don't play all the games in Capital One, right? They don't play all the games in the Wizards arena, right? They just moved the Angel Reese games and stuff like that to Capital One. From what I remember. Cece's gonna have to win to sustain her popularity, in my opinion. What I'm seeing, bro, is like I want to see Shanks. I want to see. I'm interested. I hope you didn't leave too, Shanks, because we need your voice in here, like in real time. Like your voice is valued, bro. But I want to see like how stuff is gonna look, bro, because Paige is kind of like officially bounced back from her injuries. And she's starting to look really good. And now Caitlin's hurt. And Caitlin's been out for a little while with her groin injury. And Paige is just getting better and better and better. I want to see how that looks with if Paige, I'll just say for a long extended period of time, I'll say that. If Paige outperforms Caitlin, like what is the conversation going to look like then? I'm just curious because it's like people can go against Angel Reese because, all right, Angel Reese isn't, you know what I'm saying? She isn't a hands down. You could argue she's the best player in the league. You can't do that with Angel Reese. Now, Paige Beckers, we're going to have some conversations. We're going to have some conversations with Paige. So I just want to see how this conversation and everything is going to look with Paige if things keep trending the way they are. No, they moved from for Indy and Chicago. They were in George Mason because Capital One is under renovations at the moment. Oh, the Dream did that when Phillips Arena, which is now State Farm Arena, when it was under construction and renovation, they were playing at Georgia Tech. CC has become the best player, if not top 2, top 3 in the league. I think Caitlin Clark is top 10, bro. I think she's. Oh! You said she has to become. Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. Most of us agree. Kara First Arena might have been a wave much longer because it can only hold about 4,000 to 5,000. That's what the Dream are dealing with now. Their arena can only hold like 3,000, but they've been trying to get out for a little minute now. They just under contract, so it is what it is. Let me see if I can see sisters. Hingis claims of racism nonsense, quote unquote. This story what year is this story from? But it's Richard Williams discusses the treatment his family has received in Indian Wells. Richard Williams said when he and Venus were walking to their stadium seats to watch that match, people kept calling me the N-word. If things have changed, I was walking down those steps. That guy went and called me the N-word. He said that if this was 1975 N-word, I would skin you alive. And at that point, I turned to walk over, and then I remember what my mom had taught me, to always be peaceful if it's possible. And I tried to be the best. I tried my best to be peaceful. The boos that went on in there, the way that the crowd treated this family, and especially my 19-year-old daughter out there, it was all I could do to keep from crying. Referring to the racial taunting, Indian Wells tournament director Charlie Paracel said, if Richard said someone yelled something, maybe they did, but I did not know. But I know that's not Indian Wells people. What does this remind you about, guys? What does this remind you of, everybody, from this year, from the WNBA season? Does this remind you of a situation? Richard Williams said someone called him the N-word multiple times, and they said, N-word, if this was the 1975, then you would have had this and that happen to you. And then they asked the director of it, and he said, if he said they said something, maybe they did, but I know my people wouldn't say that. What does that sound like? I'll let you guys say that. But yeah, so that's the Williams sisters, right? And that's their come up story. Let's go to Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, okay. A history of the racist remarks aimed at Tiger Woods. Sergio Garcia, who made inflammatory remarks towards Tiger Woods. Okay. 1997. I was 2 years old. Fuzzy Zuler's comments are probably the most infamous of them all, as Woods was rolling to his monumental win at the 1997 Masters. Zuler, in his post-final round interview, had some interesting remarks about the 21-year-old. He's doing quite well, pretty impressive. That little boy is driving well and he's putting well. He's doing everything it takes to win. So you know what you guys do when he gets there? You pat him on the back and say congratulations and enjoy it, and tell him not to serve fried chicken next year. Got it. Or collard greens or whatever the hell they serve. Come on, bro. Hey, let's pull it back up. Hey, let's put it back on the big screen. Let's put it back up on the big screen, man, so folks know what we're talking about, man. Did people get upset with Tiger Woods or the Williams sisters because they were black in a white people's games and the fans didn't know the history of the sport? He's doing quite well. Pretty impressive. That little boy is driving well and he's putting well. He's doing everything it takes to win. So you know what you guys do when he gets in here? You pat him on the back and you say congratulations and enjoy it and tell him not to serve fried chicken next year. Got it. Or collard greens or whatever the hell they serve. And mom, if you watch me and you watch me just say, hell, I apologize. My bad. And here, Richard Williams. He said that if this was 1975 N-word, I would skin you alive. And at that point, I turned to walk over, and then I remember what my mom had always taught me, to be peaceful if it's possible, and I tried my best to be peaceful. The boos that went on there and on their way, they treated this family, and especially my 19-year-old daughter out there, it was all I could do to keep on from crying. Richard Williams' claims of racism directed at his daughters, Venus and Serena Williams, during a recent tournament in Indian Wells, California, are quote-unquote nonsense. Martina Higgins said, what does that sound like? That sounds like something we just saw in the WNBA this season. So, yeah. Yes, she has to become. People are going to lose interest. At the end of the day, you have to win. 100% SSB. 100% SSB. I think Shanks might have left, bro. Why Shanks leave? He just asked me a question. I answered the question, and I said, "Yeah, people talked about them for being black in a white sport." And he just said horses, 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 and he put it in all caps 3 times. And I guess he left. Dang, Shanks, we was having a good conversation, little twin. My boy Shanks left. All right, man. Let's get back to the stuff, man. Where we at? Next thing.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.